Winkle's going to hate me turning up to the auction in the middle of it. She's going to hate seeing me. Just saying that. So Michelle, this said this wasn't going to sell with no bidders. We've already got bidding happening.
At 350 square metres, 773 square metres. We're right in the heart of Belmont. Third and final call, 440 I've got, 445. 440, that's the way to do, 466 I've got, 470 at 475. How much longer? Second call, 480, you sure? 491, well done, at 491, 496, 500, 501, that's the way, 505, 506, 510, 5... No, come on! I was getting in the flow there. 510 we are out here. We're at 510. At 510,000 you're definitely out. At 510 you're definitely out. 510 here we are. At 510, 510, 510. At 510,000. First call at 510. Second call at 510. Third and final call at 510,000. We are selling, sold. Congratulations to the purchasers. Thank you for attending the auction, ladies and gentlemen.
Just going to ask you some questions.
Yeah, far away.
About auctioneering.
Oh, now you're filming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For a woman, what do you think the difference between a man and a woman is auctioneering?
Out of the thingy. So I'll just make myself a coffee. Do you want a coffee? A soy latte or something?
Stacey,
Yeah.
trying to do an interview here.
Well, I just thought I'll make one in the background.
Yes, please.
Would you like one?
So rude.
I personally think being a female, I don't know if I should say this, but I think I can be a little bit cheekier sometimes, at times as well, with the crowd. Well, what are you looking at me like that for? I don't think I come off as arrogant as some of the men do. I'm not afraid to stand there and absolutely make sure that I've got every single last cent either. Being a female, I know people's emotions and I know how much some buyers really want a property, and I know if someone's really emotionally attached to it, that I could string it out a little bit longer, because I often know that there's more money in the bidders.
All right. So the difference between men and women, in my view, is women don't have great voice projection. Would you agree with that? Have you seen some women do an auctioneer? Some men are the same as well.
I think men can be like that though.
No confirmed bidders this morning, and it's sold, I think, 50,000 over reserve. And that's the Geelong market at the moment. It is hot. And what a great result. Bendels are stoked. They've got to pick themselves up off the floor. And I tell you this, if you're not auctioning your property in Geelong, you're making a mistake. I'm just heading to Andrew Crowhurst's auction. He's just become an auctioneer within Hayes Winkle. So I don't know if I'll be able to video or not, because I don't want to intimidate him. Do you think you're going to sell it?
I'll sell it, yeah.
But it may not be under the hammer.
It may not be under the hammer. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
What have we been quoting on this?
Been quoting high fours.
And where's the vendor at? Okay. All right. So it's a bit of
67
flexibility.
groups through.
67 groups through.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So we're a bit unsure if we're going to sell it under the hammer.
Yeah, but
All right.
soon after.
So Adam.
So I'm really nervous already.
Yeah, I know.
I don't want to fuck him up.
So listen, as the penciler,
Yes.
it's your job to keep him on track.
Yep.
So follow the bids.
Okay.
So sometimes auctioneers lose bids.
Yeah,
so he'll look at
I've
you.
got to
So it
watch.
might be 420, 425. You
Yep.
write it down, and he might go, "Where am I at?" And you'll go 425 over here. So that's really your primary job.
Yep,
Okay.
okay.
Keep him on track.
Yep.
Sometimes people can almost try and sell a home when it's not even on the market.
Okay.
So make sure he announces us on the market.
Okay.
So sometimes people forget; they just keep going.
Yep.
So
They need to know.
Let's say there is a So it's up. So if he flies, say 500, 510, just touch him, just say,
we're on the market.
Announce it's on the market, Crowy. Just say announce that. Do you know what I mean? Because Crowy's new, he might forget that.
Yep,
Sometimes
okay.
he's anxious.
Yep,
I'm sure he'll be fine. But your job's to guide him
Yep.
through that. So it's a
Okay.
really important job from taking bids.
I know.
You've got to make sure the auctioneer
Is aware.
is on track
Yep.
and he's on
He's
the money.
on-
You've got to make him look good.
Yep,
Okay?
okay.
Because if he doesn't look good, you don't
We all
look
look
good, and I don't look good,
which
and I
is-
don't like ever looking good.
not looking good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
The first part will be the reading of the contracts. The second part will be a brief property description.
So this is one of Andrew's first auctions. He's practiced and practiced and practiced to become an auctioneer, and hopefully he pulls it off. So yeah, he's practiced his butt off, so good luck to him.
Okay folks, that's the boring part out of the way. We've had lots of people through. The immaculate home's been beautifully renovated. High Street, 700 metres away. Warnpond Shopping Centre, which is growing all the time. This is the fun part where everyone's quiet. Just saw one around the corner. What was that, Danny? 450. Car Street, unrenovated.
I just made that up.
Yeah. When at $400,000 you bid with me. At $400,000 looking for 10. $410,000 looking for
Guys, just starting your auction, how are you feeling?
Well, nervous.
On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being like you want to drive the porcelain bus, and 1 being totally relaxed.
Yeah, probably 8 or 9.
8 or 9.
Yeah. It's worse than getting married.
What would be the best? What would be your dream figure?
Well, at least 480.
480?
If we want it, but anyway, we'll see.
Yeah. Okay, alright.
Yeah.
How's the process been the 4 weeks with Pete?
Good.
Oh, great.
Has Pete been good?
Yes, extremely good.
And Steve too.
And Steve, they've both been extremely good.
Equal.
So no complaints?
Yes, no complaints.
But we do need to deliver and sell it today.
Yes.
There's no point keeping your hands in your pocket. The way to buy is to show us your interest and to throw out a bid. Ladies and gentlemen, architecturally built, stunning home. The price has increased over the last few years. It's a strong, solid investment. Whether you're using it as an investment portfolio, adding to your portfolio, or whether it's to live in, this home there's absolutely... Come on, Pete, where are your bidders? I know they're out there. They're out there. We know there's bidders out there, so I don't know why we're playing games. But it's that easy. Now you got a hand bar. Well done. At 4:30, I'm looking for 450.
No, 435.
No, I'm in tens. Give me 10. 440. I'll take 10.
440.
440 I've got. At 440, I'm looking for 450, sir. First call 440. You're going to come to 450. I'm just throwing one bid. I may as well take home the keys as well as the hamper. I'm confident it'll sell. We're not quite on the market, but I'm very confident, ladies and gentlemen, this home will have a sold sticker on that board today. Simpson.
I've got football coaching to do.
Okay,
So we just sold that one, didn't sell at auction, but Pete and Michelle, post-negotiation, it got sold. It's sold above the vendor's reserve price. I won't disclose the figure, but that's good. Grace. 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 Stupid fucking phone. Grace. Hang on. Speaker. Grace.
Hello?
What's happening?
I just wanted to say thank you for helping me with counting and they were fine in the end. I stayed with them for another 25 half an hour.
Yep.
And they gave me hard press that it's the right thing to do.
Yep.
You guys are already feeling a little bit better now. I just need a couple of beers and I'll be fine.
Exactly. When you're $2,000 away, for them not to take it, it's a mistake. And I think we've failed them if we don't tell them they're making a mistake. And thank God they did the right thing. And that's because you have a good relationship with them, Grace. Nothing because what I did. It's because you have the relationship.
You helped as well because
Okay. So Crowe's auction got passed in at 4:30, and I've just received confirmation that he sold it for 512.
512, so the vendors are over the moon, so it's not always about selling it.
He's
out
ringing me now.
front,
Hang on.
you can get more inside.
Can you hang on 1 second?
Huh?
Crowe! Mate, you sold it!
Sold it for 512.
Good man, you're the machine!
Yeah, no, it's good. Yeah, how do you reckon I went, alright?
Look, do you know what? Your dialogue was fine. No problem with your dialogue. What I was missing was that fucking oomph, Crowe. You know that? First time now! Second time, you know?
Yeah.
But no, mate, it's sold. Well done. Are the vendors to be happy?
Oh, she's wrapped, yeah. So we went in and bit of toing and froing, but yeah, got there.
Good work. Well done, mate.
Yeah,
Awesome.
Yeah. Thank you.
Bye.
Appreciate your support.
No worries. See you, mate. Bye.
I think that women.
Well, why is there so many? Why is there so many more male auctioneers than
because
female
I think
auctioneers?
males think that they dominate and they are the ones that should be the leader or the boss or the ones that are leading the auction. That's why.
Why did you become a female auctioneer?
Because I wanted to be in control of the whole sale process, and I was absolutely petrified. Actually, the truth is I was petrified of doing it, and it scared me that much that I thought if I never ever did it, I'd just live in fear of it for the rest of my life and never experience it. And I'm one of those nutty people that just have to step out and just try and tackle my fears rather than sit and think about them.
How many auctions do you reckon you've done?
I was working that out the other day. I reckon it'd be over 1,000, easy, over 1,000. I do at least 100 to 150 a year, and that's being conservative.
And what's the best thing about auctioneering?
I love being in control, and I feel completely present and completely in the moment. Whatever I've been thinking about that morning, whatever I've got to do that afternoon, everything leaves me the minute I'm out there. I'm there, I'm present, and I'm in control, and people listen to me. It's the only time, only time.
What do you do with rude bidders and people that try and knock you down and try and...
I'm in control, not taking it. I'm not going to take $5,000 bids when we're only at 200,000 and the reserve's at 300.
What about when people say this, you've got to take my bid?
No, I don't. The auctioneer can refuse any bid, and the auctioneer can determine the amount by which the bidding is to be advanced. So, sir, if you're not going to give me a $10,000 bid, I'm not going to take your bid, and that's my instructions from the vendor.
Do you think you've never got a listing because you're a woman? Do you think you've been beaten because it's been a man auctioneer and not a woman auctioneer?
No, I think I've always, the only time I struggled with it was when I was 8 months pregnant, a little bit then, because they were sort of thinking, well, you know, I don't really know if you're going to be here for my auction because you're about to have a baby in a week or two.
When you first start out, do you think you should be animated, try and be charismatic and try and be funny? Or do you think you should just call the dialogue and call it the way it is?
Call the dialogue and not try to...
So master the dialogue, don't try and be clever?
Yeah, don't try and be clever.
To start with?
Yeah. My first auction was bad.
I know when Paul was there.
It was horrible.
Yeah, you were actually...
You pulled me into...
She was never going to auction ever again.
You pulled me into the room and said I was never ever to do it again. It was really encouraging.
We'll edit that out because that's not very inspirational.
Okay, no, we will edit that out. No, my first auction I was petrified.
What's the worst auction you've been to? How nervous are you on a scale of 1 to 10?
Oh, about 15.
Okay, really?
Yep.
And auctions, have you enjoyed the process with the girls or not?
It's been good. It's been good. It's good that it's over quickly. I like that.
Yeah,
but today I'm feeling pretty nervous.
It's all the pressure, but then it ends really fast as well. So
it's the anticipation and the build-up.
Yeah.
And what's, just a figure, what's your reserve price?
410.
What's your dream figure?
Oh, 427 I actually had a dream about. So we've been talking 427 all day.
Okay,
So that's your dream figure?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see what happens, all right? Thanks for trusting us with the sale.
Yeah.
And let's go do it.
We cool. Michelle.
We cool.
Go there and smash it.
We cool.
Trust me.
If you don't smash it, KFC are hiring.
That's fine.
Yeah, okay. You're using her, yeah.
Oh, she's excellent.
Yeah.
So if anyone was going to get my nerves through this, it was
Yeah.
Michelle.
No, she's a good chick.
This is what we're here for, ladies and gentlemen. We're in Belmont. I don't even need to say anything more. Belmont is the booming suburb. I've got interest out here. Who wants to start me for an opening bid for number 5 Lynn Street in Belmont? $360, there's the hamper. There your sliced chocolates. Done anything, should have told you that earlier. And $390 to $400. We've seen homes in Belmont sell well into the mid-4s and above. This is great buying. Once you've bought into Belmont, you're in Belmont.
One question.
Yeah.
Did it sell?
Yeah, it's sold.
Okay, what for? Are you allowed to disclose it?
Not yet.
Was it over 410?
No.
When you're surrounded by darkness.
Hang on. I've just remembered the worst ever, and I can remember it that clearly. March the 5th, 2011, worst auction I've ever done in my life, where we had no bidders and all of a sudden somebody started bidding. you were doing the auction, I was penciling.
They started bidding at a really high level.
Really high, yeah.
We were like blown away.
And you were like, you have got bidders on this. And I'm like, well, I didn't know who this guy was.
I was actually doing the auction for you, wasn't I?
Yeah, you were doing the auction
Yeah.
for me because for whatever reason, I lacked confidence anyway. I asked you to do that auction because it was a big one in Geelong,
Yep.
but no one was bidding. So this guy started bidding and we came inside and I said to you, you said someone's bidding, and I said, well, I don't know who they are. And then the vendor came out and you said, no, she said, you've got to put in a vendor bid. And you said, I'm not going to put in a vendor bid, someone out there's bidding. And she said, you have to put in a vendor bid right now. And you said, I'm not going to take the bid away from that buyer. And she goes, you have to, because that buyer's our friend. And then you threw the script out and said, how dare you put a dummy bidder in my auction, I'm leaving. And then you got up and you walked out, and I was standing there and I was shaking, and the vendor was like, he's got to come back and call our auction. And then I don't know what happened, but you came back, pulled me into a room, and
I'll just clarify that. That wasn't very clear. It just makes me sound like the vendor put a dummy bidder out there, and when I went in half time to consult with this bid, which was quite a good bid, she told me that it was a friend of theirs to kick the auction off. And I told her it's totally unacceptable. And she actually yelled at me, remember?
Yes,
she
she
said,
was.
get out there and do the bloody auction. And I said, do the effing auction yourself. And I slung the contracts on the ground and I walked out the back because she just set us up in a really bad way. And we didn't sell that property, and it ended up being sold with another agent, didn't it?
yeah, it did.
We lost it. Just a vendor trying to screw us over.
Well, they wouldn't have screwed it over if they didn't have the dummy bidder, that's the thing.
Yeah.
It would have been online if they didn't have the dummy bidder. But that was pretty scary. I nearly pooed my pants that day. I was petrified. I've never been so scared in my life. No shit. I've never been so scared in my whole entire life. Because I didn't know what was going on. It was just unforeseen. Auctions I find auctions are a bit like, this is probably a pretty bad analogy to use, but when everyone when they have a baby, they go through a birth story. You know the baby's going to be born, but you just don't know how and what the sequence of events are going to be like. That's what I feel an auction's like. There's going to be a story on the day, but each auction has its own story and each auction has its own way it's going to be played out. So what I've learned is to not stress at all about the whole process about the day. All I have to do is do the strategy right, the whole lead up, and on the day, the process will always work itself out. Every single time. And every single one of my properties will sell on the day. And that was the case last year, and it's been the case this year. Do you want me to say when I'm auctioning, it's the only time I feel like I'm in control of everyone?
We said that.
Oh, did I?
We said it 4,000 times.
Oh.
We're done. My name's Daniel Hayes. Thanks for watching $1 Million Bogan Australia. So make sure you click the button right here. I'm gonna go.